Silent Night, the way we got it, right? Therefore, this is going to be the chord C. Two sentences, two music phrases. Now, it's going to change. Another chord. So now what you do, these are thirds, right? Mm-hmm. How should we say that? You could play it like this. Something. Okay, but you gotta practice those scales. Now the high note here goes to what? B. Mm-hmm. So, what is the sixth from B? Count up or count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. F. Count down 6. No. Okay, this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now chromatic. We bring in the third finger now. The G chord is G, B, D. 1, 3, 5. C is C, E, G. 1, 3, 5. So you've got to find those notes there. And use the 1, 3, 5 finger. So this is a B, a D, so you're going to come down to B. Then C. I haven't given you all the sheet music for Silent Night, have I? I gave you one for Jingle Bells and Jolly Old St. Nick. So.
Yeah.
You have one for Silent Night?
No.
Okay, I'll have to find
because
one.
Bring
it so you can write up on it and put these things.
Exactly.
So you can put it in. You really don't want to mess up your book.
Exactly, because the one.
You put it in with pencil, it's okay.
In the second line, the first line is really complex.
Say again.
In the second line, no?
Yeah.
The last measure is too complex.
Is what?
It's complex, this.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to tell you. If you all would start, thinking what I'm saying, that's sight reading music. That might take you 4 or 5 years to get there. Mm-hmm. This is where you start a kid on piano, Shaw Book 1, they used to call it. Go through A, B, C, D, E, different books every year. Most adults don't want to do that. That's why I'm teaching this. However, you can do it, believe it or not, by memory, muscle memory. You've got too much working for you. You've got the thing there to read, it's got to go to your eyes, it's got to go to your brain, and then you have to translate the rhythm, the note, and everything. Don't do that. You learn the way they play football, the way they hit a ball. My grandkids are running all over the yard or in the house, kicking balls all over and throwing it. Nobody says how you throw it this far and this fast and so on. You use muscle memory, and that's what this is for, okay? So what I'm saying is, I'm really not teaching against this here. We're teaching you how this is done. And then you can apply your way or whatever muscle memory you learn. My system that we're teaching you will work against this muscle memory. Okay? So it doesn't matter if they have it here, for example. It's all going to sound great. So that's what the point of music is, to sound good. Okay? So what I'm getting at is try not to make it too complicated. Okay? When you're ready for it, you know, later on, but we're not going to be ready for it for a while. Okay, so you got the thirds and the sixths down? You got the thirds and the sixths down? Okay. That's two phrases of music, or two sentences if you're writing a paragraph. Silent night, silent night. Then we come to a new chord. Then we come to a new chord. Now we're going to the F-A-C-E chord. Now we're going to have the F chord. F-A-C. 1, 3, 5. The reason being, if you look at the melody, those are the primary notes. Then comes A. A, the third, is going to be what?
What are you on?
It's going to be F. F-A-C-E. We've gone over that several times. Remember F-A-C-E. And that's your F chord. F major chord, C major, G major. So this is a 3-chord song. 3 chords in C, G, F. Relatively simple song. And again, in thirds, this is going to be finger 3 and thumb. Now, if you had practiced this here, okay, if you practice that enough, in the 6th, this will fall in line. Knock down. 3, 3, 5. And then you walk it down. F chord. Now we switch here back to single chord. And that's where you just pick that up in the book there. They switch to single chord, so single note. In the book, what they do there, they give that a retard. So you slow it down. Okay, a little bit slower than it's been going. And that's your arrangement for Silent Night. Now, let's get off the accordion. And on here, let's go over voices. We've gone over before, so now you go to voices. Then you go to this book. Remember, you gotta use both books. You go to the voice list. And we talked in the past about MIDI music. People doing MIDI music. And they went from 1 to 127 voices. And they put them in category, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, etc., etc. The first 10 categories, you'll find there are more or less piano. So anything on your keyboard here that you set from 0 to 1 will be some kind of piano. We've talked about pianos in the past, the honky-tonk piano, the thumbtacks on the little leather things, harpsichord, electric piano, and then as you go 10 and above, again, I forgot to put this as computer binary type numbering system, 0 to 9. It's not 1 to 10, 0 to 9. Here, that starts with 10, goes up. And as you go up, the next one is organ. So those of us who went to churches in the old days, almost all churches in the world, most places, had an organ. It would be a pump organ, pipe organ, electric organ, but it was an organ. There they have a drawbar organ. Drawbar is the old Hammond organ. Sometime I'll bring one and show it to you and let you hear the sounds of a drawbar. Percussion organ, rock organ. That's modern day stuff. Church organ. That's closer to what we want for Silent Night. Or reed organ is basically closer to the accordion. The accordion has reeds on it. So sit there, you want church organ, and MIDI voice is 20, but Yamaha voice is 13. So voice 0, 1, 3. You have church organ. Now, listen to this. C. G. F. Okay? So that's what you should be practicing now for next week.
Okay.
That much of it, which is about half of the song. Next week we'll go over the other half. However, this is right hand. Now you got to get the left hand. Yeah. And hopefully you've been doing some work on your left hand. So the easiest one here, this is C chord. C chord it starts with. So just add the octave. C and C. My battery's getting dead. Okay, that's the octave. So that's relatively easy. Left hand, octave. practicing these chords now. So here's your C. Move it down to G. This is your C chord, G chord, and your F chord, right? However, these are inversions. It's all your C chords, C, E, G. Okay. So when you're doing this here, the G chord is these are just go to here. Back to C. F. F chord, G chord.
But this is in this?
No.
Oh,
Keep telling
okay.
you, don't turn it closer.
Closer.
I'm not teaching against that. I'm teaching
Okay.
for you to understand what that is. That, what you're supposed to be doing is this. What number is it?
13. 13.
13?
31. Psalm 31.
Psalm 31.